Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully everyone had a great weekend and is having a pretty chill, boneless Sunday. I kind of am. There's lots of streaming stuff and thinking and like a lot of stuff happened today, to be honest. And like the stream that Feathered Flint had earlier today with a bunch of good beans in that chat was really illuminating as far as like I don't know, like generally, like acceptable and not acceptable behavior as a viewer, and like what you should and shouldn't be doing as a streamer. And I think that drawing a lot from that experience was really that experience that they have, because quite frankly, they have more experience doing this streaming thing than I do, and it was really interesting. And I guess the takeaway is that like we all have stuff to learn, and yeah. So, yep, Twitch etiquette was very interesting. I liked it a lot. I mean, gosh, I couldn't stop watching. I was just sitting in my chair, just enthralled with all of it. It was interesting. So let me go down through the list here. Bocage, welcome. Drock, hello. Do Savage Coils as Blue Mages only? We'll see. I've never done this before, but it'll be fun. Zobrin, welcome. And see, Autumn, my lovely wife. It is always nice to see you. And Connie, welcome, Concub. And Ryu. Yeah, so I'm already where I should be in Final Fantasy to start unlocking this. Now, I heard through the grapevine that it could possibly be all stream working on the stuff going from A to Z just to unlock this raid. So the reason why I'm doing this now is that, our raid crew, we have plans to do I think it's called the Binding Coil of Bahamut, or Bahamut. So it was suggested that I unlock this before we actually do the raid, so I won't have to spend all the time, doing this beforehand. So I figured, like, tonight, since a lot of folks can't make the raid tonight, that it would be a perfect time to do this. And that was actually Tozu's suggestion, and it was an excellent one. So that's what we're going to do. So let's see. Let me kill that and get us over to main here. We're good to go. Yeah, the Twitch etiquette thing was definitely... This is definitely interesting. There we go. Okay. Kind of wondering if something gets screwed up with Vieto Tube. Or something weird's going on with my mic, but it's okay. Oh, pets. There we go. I brought back the pets. Let's see, I think it's Primal Awakening that I need to do. Yeah, players can unlock the Binding Coil of Bahamut after reaching level 50 and completing Ifrit Hard, Garuda Hard, Titan Hard. Afterwards, players can talk to Euron J in the Waking Sands to start the Bahamut quests chain with the quest titled Primal Awakening and unlock the raids. Okay, perfect. So it's this one. When the Sonari moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal had roused. The portents gave us to believe one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. By thy hand 3 primals have since been vanquished. As each returned to the ether, 'twas observed that tremors foreshadowing this 4th grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Yet even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, this is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order. Thus did the antecedent straightways consent that thou shouldest assist her however thou mayest. Oh, Yuranjay, why can't you just speak like a person? Oh my gosh. As soon as thou art able, hie thee to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for a certainty find her visage strikingly familiar. Okay. So, Wineport it is. Here we go. So how y'all doing tonight? Yes! Autumn, did you end up figuring out what was going on with the computer stuff? I've been following that, and sorry I haven't really piped up, but I've been curious as if you got it resolved or not. I'm allowing that. Why this bish speaking like we're going through the Black Plague? That's Yuranjay. Yuranjay has rather a reputation for talking like that. Let's see where this is. Primal Awakening. At least I don't have to walk far. Oh, it's Alizé. Oh, I haven't streamed since, but I downgraded like the post said. So we will see later this week. Yeah. So do you use Stream Elements at all? Or who do you, or is it like Streamlabs? Or like what tracking helping bot thinger do you use? I don't even know how to refer to it. I use OBS, but I don't have SE Live installed. Okay. Because I use Stream Elements Live, like the download straight from the Stream Elements website. And earlier this week, it did update to 27.2, and I've like my last few raids, well, not raids, but streams, like Friday and Saturday. I did both of those without issue. And they were both 27.2. And I have the most up-to-date NVIDIA drivers, so I don't think it's that. So you might also give that a shot to see if that changes anything. It apparently is rare. Well, if you continue to have issues, I'm going to keep tabs on what's going on and see if I can't find a solution also. I think it could be something with Vanguard, since it's Val specifically. Okay. It has been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother Alphanod took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, Alizé Levieur, I thank you for coming. I have heard much and more of your exploits. By your hand, the Black Wolf is slain, and his ultima weapon destroyed. You are possessed of great strength and courage. That much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you if I am to see my vision through to its conclusion. So also, in case this kind of is a little weird in continuity between what we've been doing as far as MSQ is concerned. So this raid that we're unlocking is a Realm Reborn raid, and it's from the original game, meant to be done after you've completed it. So, with that said, that's where we are in the timeline here. So this is before Heaven's Word, I think. But don't quote me on that. I'm not an expert, but that's what I believe is going on here. As you may be aware, the violence of Dalamud's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast confluences of aether below the surface, among other phenomena. This led to the formation of the subterranean caverns at key points of stress. Oh lol, I never unlocked this shit. Yeah, so like with the raids, we're kind of getting into the weeds of Final Fantasy, but it's still Final Fantasy 14, and like literally anything about this game interests me. So I know a lot of people aren't going to be unlocking this stuff, aren't going to be doing it, and like, if y'all come by the stream and watch me do it instead, that's honestly, I think that's just good. I stress about this stuff, so y'all don't have to. Or that's what I tell myself when I sleep at night. Coils is absolutely dead content unless a big streamer plays it. I am not a big streamer. But I think we have enough folks. We have enough folks in our raid crew that we can do this. And not only that, we can also desync too. Or actually sync, I guess, or desync, or whatever it is. And actually play through it. But you can, however, solo most Coil levels. Okay. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Occidens, and extends to only the gods know where. Despite appearances, Castrum Occidens is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius von Belsar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about vanquishing the returned primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the ether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felled Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Only Coil you cannot solo, I think, is the one that has the boss that just fucking murders you casting now die missiles. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds heckin' fun. Hiya, Tozu. No soloing Coils, it's an experience. Yeah. Crucially, I've recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations and have since been given to understand that this phenomenon bears a disquieting similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. I just had an orgasmic event in PoE just now. Oh? 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed, and he vanished, together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate, and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie hid beneath the depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Ahty. And I'm not making a joke of it. No matter your level, and even if you're a level 90 warrior with proper home gang timing, and the missiles will just sumo murder you if that makes sense. It does. I took a shitty quest reward unique cluster gem and used a recipe crafting bench area, Sacred Grove, to turn a unique gem into another random gem. There's like 100 of them, okay. And it turned into Unnatural Instinct, which is one of the most expensive, worth about 7. Ooh. That is quite the feat. If truth be told, I am not wont to rely upon others, and have thus far handled matters alone. Yet I am not blind to my limitations. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother in the Scions. It's like turning a nickel into $100,000. Oh, wow. Holy heck. I am in your debt. You are a woman of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. Ah, Paula, welcome. Thank you so much for the lurk. You heckin' good bean. Let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Oxidens straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I am to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Class podium today. So about that, I mean, I'm really sorry that I missed that. Like, I had no, like, I know, like, Sundays is, like, your thing, and I should have known that I should have been in your stream at the usual time on Sunday. But, like, I didn't see any Discord messages or any of that stuff. So, like, I generally just... You weren't streaming today? Okay, so apparently I'm going crazy then. Because I saw all your messages about the race, and I'm like... How did I miss her streaming? Okay, so it's a relief that I'm not going crazy then. Yeah, and I did get your message. I did get your message about the part that you got. Yeah. So Tuesday, actually, that ended up being pretty quick. Yeah, I hope you get it by then too. That'll be nice. Once you have done so, pray report your success to Storm Private Jabroka. You may consider her my assistant here in Wineport. I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way, Ahty. Alright, so I think I have to infiltrate Castrum Oxidens. Fight your way through Castrum Oxidens, okay. Will do. In such a relief, I can actually fly. Okay, do I just, like, go to the front door? Or... Is that literally... can I literally drop down after flying and then just click on the sparklies? Ah, Lucas! Welcome! I think I could just fight my way through this. Yeah. That's how it's meant to be done. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that instead. I'm not gonna be weird and like fly right to the goal. That would be stupid. Here we go. I don't know that I'm going to be doing too much fighting. Oh, you got something to share? What is it, Lucas? Apparently I'm just going to one-shot everybody. I finally, for the goddamn longest, finally have some fucking art supplies. Awesome! Holy heck! Excellent! Sweet! So, Lucas art stream win? Not in another 3 months. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. And Nugs is having too much fun here. Hiya, Artie. Welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm a little OP for this area, to be honest. So I fought through that, so we're gonna head back to Wineport. I really love this crystal formation here. That thing is pretty awesome. Persona reveal, though, would come a bit sooner. Awesome. Have you considered getting more bardings for your chocobo? They're lacking in the drip department. Yeah, this is true. I do have a barding, though, that Tozu set me up with. Let's see, Mount Guide. Nope. Let me see if I can figure out how to change this barding. Oh, customize from the companion menu. Okay. That's a little counterintuitive. Appearance. Okay, there we go. Ah, yeah, it's the Sophic barding, I think. There we go. Is that enough drip? Is that sufficiently drippy? Hi, MUs, welcome. Thank you so much for the lurk. My head is too empty to take on Sophia. Solo her specifically. Yeah, that's some good drip. Nugs is the princess. Sheesh! You just get out of the swimming pool because you're dripping. Thank you, Tozu, for this. Tozu got this. For moi. I need to find Alize, who's somewhere around here. Oh no, it's the Storm Private that I needed to talk to. Okay. I've been expecting you, Ahty. By your coming, I take it you have succeeded. Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Ayami, I am adding a cooldown to the Ahty sound because of you. Oh my god, that was Ahtyception. Holy crap. I was like trapped in a tunnel of Ahty sounds. Welcome, Ayami. How you doing? I've been expecting you, Ahty. By your coming, I take it you have successfully located the cavern entrance inside Castrum Occidens? You know you love me. You're not wrong. Hold on a sec, chat's having problems for me at the moment. Okay. I'm okay, sort of. How are you? I'm doing okay. Hyena Bangs, welcome, you precious bean. Hope you're well. So that's where it's to be found. Marvelous. Oh, but allow me to introduce myself. Jabroka is my name, and it is my honor to serve Lady Alize. Though, for reasons of convenience, at present I also serve the Maelstrom. Oop, bean time. Bean time. Bean! The uniform accords me certain privileges, you see. In particular, ready access to the Maelstrom's regional scouting reports. They provide a wealth of local knowledge, including information on secret passages. But enough about me. I shall notify Lady Alize of your discovery, that she may prepare for the expedition. Beans and Pete's? I don't have a Pete's emote yet. I do have to get a Pete's one. Pete's is a good idea. I'm writing that down. There we go. All the pets. Though I don't doubt your abilities, none can say what dangers lurk beneath Castrum Occidens. For my lady's sake as well as your own, please spare neither preparation nor caution. Pray choose your companions well. Ah! Tim! Tim! Tim, thank you so much for the raid. Tim.K. You precious, precious bean. How are you tonight? How is Sekiro? I might play that in the future. I watched Corrosia do it a while back, and it looks like a bunch of fun. Sekiro Stinky, you're a good bean. Thank you so much for the raid, Tim. And welcome, Raiders. If anybody who came in on Tim's raid doesn't know me, my name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon. I mainly stream like RPG games like Final Fantasy XIV, but I've also been playing some other stuff like Halo. We played through all of the Halo games except for Halo 5 because it's not available on PC. Microsoft, get on that. Nope, 343, get on that. But yeah, we're also working through Halo Infinite. I've got other games that are coming down the pipeline, like Final Fantasy XV, Tales of Berseria. Also going to be doing Nier Automata. The list goes on and on and on. As well as some stuff that we're going to be doing with other streamers, which stay tuned for that. But the community here is pretty chill and relaxed. We just have a good time in chat and talk about all kinds of different stuff. So if that sounds like your jam, please feel free to pop on a follow. We also have a Discord. Let me pop a link out for that too. And there we go. Xenoblade Chronicles. I will add that to the list for sure. Alright. See. There was a couple of specific mini-bosses that kicked and did poison that got me really angry, but beating them made me feel good. That's... holy heck. Yeah, I mean, like, I expect that... I expect that Sekiro is going to be very much like Dark Souls, in a sense that there are going to be parts which are just going to make you want to throw your controller literally through your TV. However, I killed the ape in 3 shots. Nice. It's just Ninja DS. It's Ninja Souls. Alright, so did I just unlock the raid? I'm expecting no, I did not. Okay, so this was supposed to take all stream? I'm confused. I guess they cut a lot of it out. Yeah, I mean, I just, like, literally just one-shotted a bunch of dudes in Castor Moxidans and then clicked on the sparklies. And then... okay. Well, I guess we unlocked, Coil. Alrighty then. Hiya, Cairo. Welcome.
Not.
It took a while back in the day. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, heck, okay, so we can do Coil. I think I'm just going to poke at the MSQ some more. And then, yeah. So, where did I leave off on the MSQ? Oh, Ayami, you're fine. You're totally fine. I just thought it was funny. MSQ would be proper, yes. Love you too, Ayami. So let's see, I think... I want to show you something I got RQ in 14. Then I'm headed to bed. Okay. Guess we'll stick around here for now. Ahty, do you mind if I share some of what exactly I got? Yeah, go for it! We could unlock more raids too, like the Stormblood stuff. We could. I think I still might just do MSQ, because like I've neglected MSQ for quite a while. Ah, Gabe, how you doing? Welcome. Good bean. We're just waiting on Tozu at the moment, who's going to be... You could also level crafting. Yeah, I could. I just don't know if I want to do that on stream. So far what I got, a whole set of pencil utilities, 2 sketchbooks, one being 5.5 by 8.5, and one 9 by 12. Ooh, nice. I'm logging in, I can find you. Yeah, we're at the front gate of Wineport. It's not a big deal. $100 sheets. Nice! Kinda thinking I might have to turn up my mic sensitivity a bit on V802. Because I'm not really triggering my stuff very much. Okay, I think that might be better. Okay. There we are. What is that? That is a giant thunder pony. Ixion. Oh, that is really cool. That is super cool. Ah, Rimlock, welcome. You can get it by doing a rare fate in one of the Stormblood maps. Interesting, okay. That's cool. You need a rare item to be able to damage the monster in the fate, though. That is super cool. Oh, here, give me 1 second. I also got a fox pet. A fox pet? Ah, cute! Super cute, holy heck. Awesome. And I got foxy ears. That's awesome. So let's see, where am I supposed to go? I think I'm supposed to go to Ilsabard, and I left off in Garlemald. Oh, hey, look, it's Sausage King. Let's see, where am I supposed to go? Or I should do some side quests while I'm here. Is he the Sausage King of Chicago? I don't know. I should ask. Like, are you the Sausage King of Chicago? Just the person I was hoping to see. Might I interest you in a little hunting? It's bears I'm after. If you've never tried their meat, I'd thoroughly recommend it. They're far from the easiest prey, though I dare say you've faced much worse. If you're game, here's the plan. First, we lure them out with this deer meat, which is also laced with a sleeping potion. Then it's a simple matter of walking over and offing them in the manner of your choosing. What could be simpler? Here's 3 ample servings of prime venison. Be sure to let the concoction take effect before swooping in to claim your prize. I'm gonna try. What? Oh my god. Tozu, holy shit. Oh my gosh. That's funny as heck. That looks great. I love it. It took me a week to get that. A week? Wow. Can you dye them and stuff? You can? Ooh. Huh. Right click and apply dye. Interesting. On your fitting room. Alright. Those ears make your character seem familiar. Right? I definitely don't want to be impersonating Terran, though. I do not want to be a Terran impersonator. Holy crap. Not that there's anything wrong with Terran. There is nothing wrong with Terran. It's just that that's a line I don't want to cross. I don't know Terran really that well. Hiya, Grade Tree. Welcome. Alright. It's time for bears. Bear time, bear time. Okay, we need to get to where the bears are. Bear time? No, it's cold there. But I got fuzz. My coat is integrated. Here's another one. just a mozzarella stick. Anyway, it's time to snooze. Hopefully recoup my sleep. Yes. Have a good night, Tozu. Take care of yourself, okay? Sleep well.
What Ahty doing?
It's called a ludicrously massive bear. And now we report to Iliet. Hey! There's a piece of meat over here on the ground. Ah, hiya, Mike-tron. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Look at those bear butts. Oh wow, Sirena, Sadhu, and Magnai are here. Interesting. I see you are still in possession of a full set of limbs, which can only mean the hunt was a success. Truth be told, I heard from others in the field that the bear you encountered was rather more lively than we'd anticipated, and a fair bit bigger. What? You felled that brute all by yourself? Most impressive. Though it would appear that the sleeping potion provided by Lord Amenelaine was considerably less effective than he'd led us to believe. As he tells it, he adopted this approach after incurring the wrath of his Lord Father for his inability to master more sporting methods. He spoke of his exploits with some pride, despite the tales hardly painting him in a favorable light. Still, in our present situation, we must forego the thrill of the hunt and select the means that present the surest route to success, underhanded though they may be. Regrettably, the bears of this region are entirely immune to the formula, or perhaps there was something wrong with it to begin with. In any case, no harm done, eh? To you, I mean, not the bears, obviously. So I found something cursed today, and I hate it. I'm really curious. I have an important task to perform, and by that I mean have someone else perform. I've been lumbered with the enviable duty of keeping inventory of supplies brought by each delegation. Though weaponry and basic provisions have been accounted for, I can't say the same for what might be considered creature comforts. You see, even the most frivolous of things can make a huge difference out here in the frozen wastes. So I'm trying to put together a list of the luxury goods at our disposal. Seeing as you're on good terms with practically everyone here, better than me at any rate, perhaps you could help. Much appreciated. I've already sent one of my subordinates to speak with the Maelstrom, Temple Knights, and Alamegan Resistance. I need you to ask the remaining groups, namely the Twin Adders, Immortal Flames, and our Far Eastern allies. Any information you can bring me would be most welcome. Creature comforts? Well, we did bring a large shipment of tea leaves, provided the Carlian canopy. Mother Miyun and Fufusha both agreed that there's no better way to stave off the cold than a nice, hot brew. And I can personally attest to that. Ah, thank you so much for the 1 biddy, Mo Savage. Thank you so much. We are in the middle of the Final Fantasy MSQ. We're doing a little bit of that. We unlocked the Binding Coils of Bahamut earlier. Good to see you too.
Not.
And I can personally attest to that.
Not.
Somebody's going nuts. May I have a permit unless I can send it to you directly? Well, I guess you wouldn't mind. You could send it on over. You could send it over Discord if you want. Just poke my IMs. Or if it's SFW, you could probably just link it in chat. I think you're a regular, so you can post links if you want. Ayami's going nuts. I did send it on Discord. Okay, let me check. Holy heck. It's an Eevee, but instead of an Eevee face, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson's face instead? What? Here, let me link it in chat. There we go. That is pretty cursed, actually, but also kind of funny. There's one for Kirby, too. Interesting. There is one thing that springs to mind. We brought several bolts of felt, which might seem a bit odd to some. Most people don't realize how effective it is in keeping the cold out and the warm in. And that's not all. We use it in everything from clothing to our yurts, and even for patching up wounds. Of course, we are more than willing to share it with the rest of the contingent. We also have a whole crate of what you might call warming stones in the common tongue. Hold one in your hands and you'll see what I mean. There are plenty of those to go around as well. Let me see. Other than the usual materiel, we also have a number of tents donated by Lord Lolorito. A few of them have been pitched around the camp, and you might be interested to know they were woven by Alamegan refugees. We're all glad they've found meaningful employment, and the quality of their work speaks for itself. We do appear, however, to have overestimated how many tents we would need, and find ourselves with a surplus of cloth. We soon discovered, however, that when folded up, the tent sheets make for surprisingly good bedding. I'd be happy to donate a few. Sprinkles. That is also my name. All right, back to Lane. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Ahem. Since you ask, we're to scour the Eblin Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. Oh, check it out, it's Cheeseburger Eddie over there. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. I also have to turn in that quest. I forgot to turn it in. Do the others have anything to share? Pet. There we go. Yes, that will do nicely. What's more, the Temple Knights, Maelstrom, and the Alamegan Resistance had a fair few useful supplies of their own, so my list of creature comforts is a lot longer than I was expecting. In all honesty, I was worried that taking in all those Imperials might put everyone, including them, in a very unfavorable position. Even those of us most committed to the cause might find it hard to put the needs of our former enemies before those of our sworn comrades. A valid point, perhaps, until you stop to consider the terrible fate that has befallen Garlemald. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. In any case, they're the reason we're here in the first place, so it's our duty to lend them what aid we can. Listen to me ramble on. Anyway, for your part in making the lives a little more reasonable, please accept this token of my gratitude. Nice, okay. And now with this Amenalain quest. Let's go!
The nozzle.
Not. Not.
Ooh, there's a swirly green cloud over here.
It's me, Austin!
Not.
Yes.
Not.
The few buildings I can see don't appear to be residences. They may still warrant investigation, though. I'm surprised by how many wild beasts there are roaming about the place. Perhaps now that the soldiers have gone, they're free to wander and forage as they please. I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow? Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? Oh no, it's just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see o'er yon hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something. Though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. A rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know that where we're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. This is so relaxing. I'm just working on art while you're reading and stuff. Aww, awesome. That's cool. That's exactly what we wanted with this whole thing too. That is a big sheep thing. Dang. A trail of fresh footprints lead east. These footprints appear to be the same ones you saw previously, and they lead toward the building. According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first, we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? Ah, hi, Lucian. Welcome. There she is. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first. But you must do so without drawing her attention. Follow the girl from a safe distance. Okay. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed. Make use of your cover, such as rocks, to approach her without being seen. Alright. Similarly, the objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. Should you fail to complete the objective, you may try again by returning to the designated location. Oops. How did that happen? Okay. I failed it. I got too close. Thank you for the lurk, Lucos. See you in a bit. Okay. Yeah, it's that rose thing. I had to defeat that, and then when I turned around, I must have gotten too close. I've got to keep going. They're all depending on me. That's interesting. Okay. Ah, damn it. God damn it. I got so far that time, too. Damn it. It's all good. We'll try again. We'll get it this next time. God, that's a big one. So far, so good. those beasts spot me, I'm done for. I hope my luck holds. Got to keep going. They're all depending on me. Ah, fuck! Stay under the crest of the hill, alright. Oh yeah, this quest is a fucking troll. Yeah, it is. We'll get it. We'll get it this next time. I know I said that the last time, but I swear we got it this time. I got it on my like 4th try because on the 2nd try some very nice person who I was happy with agreed one of those plants monsters in the AoE forced me in line of sight. Yep. Must be imagining things. I can see her head right there. Uh... I hate this game sometimes. I really do. I'm normally pretty good with these types of things. Who'd have thought Metal Gear Solid could help me play Final Fantasy XIV, right? This is Thancred. I actually made it through that one okay. Ah, perfect. Holy crap. Whew. Still in one piece. Hey! Hi, I'm your stalker. Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. please. We just want to talk. I'm Alphino. This is my sister Alize, and our good friend Ahty. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Talafaroi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy, our enemy. Pets! Bean pets. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Talafaroi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Lucina. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night, and that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No. This is Victor's spoils. Corrosia! Corrosia, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. Holy heck. And hiya, Senseless, welcome. How was Scarlet Nexus tonight?
What Ahty doing?
Thank you, Paula. Yeah, so it turns out that we unlocked Coils. It took like 15 minutes. Because I guess, like, you know, there was Castrum Oxidans, right? It says that, like, go fight your way through Castrum Oxidans. I'm like, alright, let's go. So I get there, I one-shot, like, I shit you not, like 12 people, and then I'm at the gate. I'm like, alright, so I click the sparkly crap on the ground, and then I go and turn it in, and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Make sure you're careful about the friends you select before doing this. And then I click, and then it's literally all the turns of the raid there. So I guess they made it even easier to get to. Five conspiracies in a row, as is to be expected. Interesting. That sounds fun. I do want to play Scarlet Nexus at some point. When you finish it up, I've added it to my list, but like once you finish it up, I think I might do it at some point. To be fair, there's also like 2 more tiers that also have similar unlock quests. Interesting, okay. Could be there's going to be a lot of story within each coil's opening and completion as well. Alright, that's fair. Since y'all have done this before, I might just, like, you know, see what I can get done off-stream. Stuff that, like, that doesn't really matter. Or, you know, stuff like that. Or stuff that I can get done during the week, maybe. We'll see. No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was, but now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. Yeah, I've been, like, when I left off the MSQ the last time, I had just gotten to Garlemald, and we had, I think it was Camp of we had established ourselves in Camp of Glass. And that's where I ended. Get your tissues, oh gosh. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help, can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. Yeah, it's because of the ice and how cold it is here. Walking around, they said it was like broken glass. So that's what the camp got named. This is everyone. Lucina says you could be trusted? But these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill? Perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alize? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, yes. Do as you will. There's nothing else around here, okay. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all the running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health. Which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Alright, I gotta speak with Alpha now. I can feel my fingers again. All's well, with food in my belly and a song in my heart. What they need most is a decent meal. We have food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. I thought there was a little radio here. I'm like, it's like, where's that music coming from? I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amanalane's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it seems absurd after what's happened, it's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magic tech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of cerulean. Of course, Cerulia Ingens is full of the stuff, for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. All is well? Yes, never better. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Ha ha ha, 'twas a joke. A joke! Ha 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 ha. If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep. So said the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar, then morning came, Garlemald is no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering, perhaps, to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait for my fellow cowards for our final judgment. This is getting pretty dark. Although we expected that. What do you want? A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore, sourced from Locus Amenis, it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Home Beyond the Horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amenis. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and he speaks to us through our radios. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. I don't know about that. Oh my gosh! Proxy! Holy heck, Proxy! Thank you so much for the raid! Holy heck! Thank you so much. Ah, thank you so much for the follow, Stinksis. Holy heck. How was Dragoneer's Aria tonight? You heckin' good bean. Thank you so much. Oh god, it's not good. Oh no. It was terrible. I mean, we had a great time, but it's so fun to show people. That's funny. I'll have to check that out. I will definitely have to check that out. Holy heck. So y'all, everyone who came in on the raid, thank you for coming by and sticking around. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG-type games like Final Fantasy XIV. But I also play like a variety of other things. Shooters are like also kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. But the stipulation has to be that it has to have a good story. So lately I've been getting embroiled with all of what Halo is. So currently we played through Halo 1, 2, 3, Halo 3 ODST. We played through Halo 4, which was fantastic. And now we're in the middle of Halo Infinite, which we will be playing kind of at the beginning of the weeks. Like I'm going to be streaming tomorrow and Tuesday. We're going to be playing some Halo Infinite then. The community here, we're generally pretty chill. We like to have fun and just be chatty in the stream when we talk about, like, you know, just a myriad of different things. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be good vibes only. You know, we take the bad with the good. So it's about just like kind of just coming together and discussing stuff that, you know, we care about. So I mean, if that sounds like your jam, please feel free to leave a follow. My typical streaming days are like Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 6 p.m. PST to 9-ish. Sometimes I go long. I stream sometimes some extra days if like I'm doing a collaboration. So that's usually on like a Monday or like a Thursday. But yeah, at any rate, welcome. Thank you so much for coming by, and enjoy the show. We'll be around for a while. Coming together to vibe, exactly. Ahty says they'll play things with a good story, but refuses to play The Great Buttscape, my 10-part game series. Corrosia, oh my god. I told you, it has to get into beta first before we start doing that. But yes, thanks again, Proxy, for that raid. You're an amazing being. Thank you so much. And to everyone in my stream that isn't following Proxy yet, please do. Proxy does a whole mess of different stuff. Like, if you wanted the textbook definition of a variety streamer, that would be Proxy. Like, she's been playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 lately. but also been doing a lot of console gaming, and for like consoles that you wouldn't typically find people streaming. Like I think that like a lot of N-Gage titles and things like that. But yes, I mean all of it is very, very interesting and very different. So y'all definitely follow. N-Gage Defense Squad. And the PSPS, PSPS, PSP. The Alright. And there's one more over here. Yeah, and y'all, Proxy is actually is one of I'll admit, and this isn't just saying this to say it. Proxy is one of my favorite streamers on Twitch, honestly. I've been following Proxy for a good dang long time. Ahty, I am blushing. You deserve all of that praise. You deserve all of that praise, Proxy. And there's another one of my favorites. Welcome, Arctic. How you doing? Composed of you and stop skeletons from fighting. Arctic is another good bean. What's that? Arctic, I would argue that it's not kind enough. Okay, so Derek definitely added me during the original life cycle of his documentary, and he's a cool dude. Awesome. So this is what you gave the others? Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vergilia's troops heading towards Magna Glaucias a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Alright, sorry for not sticking around later, but I want to take down my stream stuff and lay down and spend a little me time playing a whole hour of Bravely Default 2 before I fall asleep. Corrosia, that is totally fair. That is totally fair. And Corrosia, thank you for everything. Like, thank you for like all the support you do, and not to mention all the great heckin' help during like the raids and stuff. You're just amazing. And I had so much fun last night. I had so much fun last night. Thank you so much for that. And you have a good night. Enjoy your game and sleep well. And we'll be in touch. I will probably see you Thursday. Have a good stream, friend, and a good night. Had fun last night as well. Chat, remember you're awesome for being here. Aww. Camp Broken Glass, you call it? And Vergilia and her men are all there now. How did you reach the Magna Glaucias? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Airships. Then there might be a way to... Lucina? Where is everyone? Is something the matter? Gonna lurk myself. Got some late night cravings coming in. Then gonna wind down from stream and overtime work. But bless you, Ahty. Well, have a great night, Proxy. Thanks again for your raid. You're such a heckin' good bean. Thank you so much, and rest well, okay? Have a great night. A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby almasty has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a legatus, then surely a few beasts wouldn't pose a threat? If you've a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, and even to reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. If it's ceruleum you'll need, then ceruleum you shall have. Thank you so much. To reach the tapper's den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. Jump in with Ryu to take a little ride over there. I don't think there's a Wendy's drive-thru in Garlemald, though. Wow, this place is something else. Looks around at the landscape. Yep, still want a Frosty. Yes. Perfect. And fries. But separately. Yes, I would like fries. It sounds really good. Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over at Victor's Spoils haven't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now with the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate? I know your game, sellsword. If they think we will give in to temptation, they've got another thing coming. Jarek that we need to talk to. You never dipped fries in a Frosty? Nope, I have not, and it just sounds vile, and I will never do it. Chad has fought Ahty on exactly this before, actually. Oh, I've never had it myself. I just remember so many kids in high school that did it. Yeah. So I was curious about it all the way up until a point I saw an animated GIF of somebody in and out burger just taking a cup full of their milkshake, pouring it all over their burger and over their fries, and just double fisting all of this food into their face. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. No. It's like salted chocolate. I tried it once. It's okay. Alright, that's fair. Something about salty fries and sweet vanilla ice cream is just so perfect together. It sounds good, but I will admit that when I used to eat Burger King on a fairly regular basis. I don't anymore. I used to get an extra large fry alongside my meal that I would get, and then when I got home, I would freeze one of the little packages of fries. I would freeze it. So I would eat my Burger King, right? Fries and all. And then later, like if I wanted a snack, I'd go to the freezer and I would have frozen Burger King fries in there. And then I would just eat them frozen. There's just something about them being super cold and salty was just amazing. And it's only Burger King fries that's good. So Autumn is grossed out and wants a divorce. Hiya, Turbid. Welcome. I don't do it so much anymore because I don't really eat Burger King. I don't really do the fast food thing. Not a divorce, but you're on the couch tonight. I don't really do fast food anymore. It's just it's something I did when I was younger. There you are. Just after you left, Lucina asked me to go and catch up with you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I've a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Who are you? What happened to the guards? Eorzeans and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess. None of you are Garlean? You were brought here from other lands? Girabanya, Yanksha, Bosja, Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will. Others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title On, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens, still sustaining us, even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins, we take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us. Thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. Long as there's need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by. Even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Gone for good. If you're wondering why we'd post guards outside, it's because we've had trouble with other refugees. And I don't mean the ones at Victor's Spoils. Some of them come bearing weapons, and won't take no for an answer. As for the 2 guards you met on the way in, I'll tell them that what we've discussed. Only they're recovered from the beating... once they're recovered from the beating you gave them. Come to think of it, maybe we should ask your contingent to send some bandages and healing balm. Regardless of what the Ilsbard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. The fire we built at Victor's Spoils won't last forever, and it's too dangerous for Lucina and the others to search for more kindling. If we get them some ceruleum, that'll be one less thing for them to worry about, for a time at least. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's Spoils sent you? To turn to their enemies for help? They must be more desperate than I'd thought. Then again, Lucina's got her little sister to think about. A sister? We only saw Lucina and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Lucina at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? I can't for the life of me think why Lucina would keep her sister a secret from us, but we can ask about that after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Wendy's time. Okay, I will... Tell you what. I will make Chad a promise. Tomorrow, I will go through a Wendy's drive-thru and I will get a chocolate Frosty and a little box of fries. And I will try this Frosty fry thing. And as proof of me doing this, I will tweet this. I will tweet it. I will provide pictures on Twitter of a Frosty and a box of fries. If y'all say it's great, I'll do it. I will trust chat. But if it's gross, I don't know. I sat back down at precisely the start of chat. I will make you a promise. If it's gross, then what, huh? I don't know. I will be mad. I will be a mad Ahty. I will be Mahdi. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphino would be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Mahdi! Alright. This ain't good. Where are they? Oh no, what happened? What? They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know. We know what you're about. Vultures. That's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness. Then you swoop. Here to help? What rot. All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in. Put ourselves at your mercy. Put us in chains, steal our land, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not the way that's not what any of us want. Gonna give me a slap on the face? Tell me I have bad taste in fast food? Like that would do anything. I face this every day. No, Plants Guy, it's fine. I'm not really going to be mad, but I will give it a shot. If it would put this matter to rest, I will give it a shot. Oh, I was looking forward to getting a slap. Just kidding. I wouldn't slap anybody. Save the arguments for later. We got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true. Lucina was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it, so the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Lucina and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries, and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright. Be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. This is not good at all. Here's Alize. Okay. Rob us of our lands, rob us of our pride? No, no, I'll not allow it. Better to die free than live in servitude and shame. The girls would say the same. I will follow as soon as I can. After I've given them some basic treatment, I'll take the men inside the house and use a light sleeping enchantment to help them rest. And ensure they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry, but this is something I must do. Yeah, I agree, Cairo. It sounds like some USA level brainwashing, indeed. Two sets of fresh footprints, young women judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. There's Alize. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as to not leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Oop, there's something over here, Ryu. Empty bottle. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates it has been here for some time, and is unlikely to have any connection to Lucina or her sister. Well, that's disappointing. here's something. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. Uh-oh. The trail of blood leads southeastwards. Crap, there's Lucina. And her sister. Ooh, wow. The two bodies are already cold. Ugh. Yeah, they took the radio with them. That's interesting.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
Could it have something to do with the radio, though?
No.
Could it... Could the radio have something to do with the way that they're... Could they actually be, like, slightly enthralled? Rather than, you know, being under the influence of whatever's going on here in Garlemald that took care of most of the residents. I wonder if the radios are just... have some sort of a hypnotic effect or whatnot. Yeah. That's what got me thinking, Artie, is when you said something about they took the radio with them. What need would they have for a radio out in the wilderness? Like, that's part of it. That's part of that hypnosis is to take it with them. Imperial brainwashing? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking here. Maybe it's nothing, but, you know, it seems like it.
Why wouldn't they? Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
Yeah, there you go, Artie. That's what has me kind of thinking this too. One of the men expressed a little fanaticism of the broadcasts. Yeah.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Here's the other thing too. I mean, it almost seems like we're on the right track, because if you notice during the cinematic, the music from the radio is slightly louder than their voices, and that's almost symbolic of something too. Like the pull of this hypnosis is stronger than the voice of reason.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Wow. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Should we have never have come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? We have already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia, and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. I almost just ran back. Practice shattered water or broken glass, broken ice. Yeah. Shit, I didn't talk to any extras, goddammit. Alize and Alphino tell me that they have finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrained from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account?
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments, and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's Third Legion clashed with the First, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events of the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
Wow, okay. So the same financial benefactor contributed to both sides of the conflict. That's really interesting.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
Yeah, right? Very Palpatine.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams.
That, I think, is where the radios come in. That is my guess. When you profit from war, why do I feel like this is a thing that has happened in real life? It absolutely happened in real life.
May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
Alrighty, Gabe. Take care. Rest well. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out.
We have something to show you all.
Yep, the radio. I knew it.
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
Interesting. Okay. So it's basically the opposite of what I was thinking,
No wonder Licinia kept
but
you
along
close.
the same lines.
My friends, I must speak with you.
Cyrena.
A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall.
Yeah, they were just in that worship the glorious leader mindset. Exactly.
Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans?
Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Jullus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
Oh, good night, Autumn. My sweet wife. Have a good sleep. Rest well.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
That line. I'm going with you.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Stretchy. Okay. I know. This won't bring back Licinia or her sister. Taking the same risks, making the same mistakes, it's possible, but better to try than to give up every time. Perhaps it is unwise to volunteer for a mission so soon after our previous disaster. Nevertheless, I shall not squander this opportunity. You will be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred, in particular, will be worried sick if you are gone too long. May the Fury watch over you and keep you. Yeah, I don't know what's flying over. Oh, it might be other players. Yeah, it's other players. I worry they were not in the best state of mind to volunteer for this undertaking, but what's done is done. I know you will take good care of them, and yourself I trust. Maybe that tree we saw earlier, that could be. They are resilient in the face of hardship, you as well. But good intentions and stubborn determination alone will not be good enough to bring our mission to a successful conclusion. Be on your guard. Julius Pierre Norbanus. It is unusual for one so young to achieve such a high rank. Very unusual. His uniform identifies him as a member of the First Legion, which has a particularly fierce reputation. Whoever his superior may be, I advise you to approach them with caution. We captured the boy as he was about to make off with our food. He must be very hungry to take such risks. Maybe we should give him something to eat, reward him for his boldness. Are you and the children ready? I will explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it as an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Alright, and with that, I think it's probably a good time to wrap up for the night. Let me find somebody to raid. Let's see. What do we got? I'm just checking stuff out real quick here. Bear with me. So I'm going to leave it up to chat. Would you rather watch a game called Pico Park? Or would you rather check out some Phasmophobia before we all go to bed? Oh, Nin the Wolf. Let me check out Nin the Wolf. Check out Nin the Wolf. It could be Ryu. But let me check out Nin also. Because Plant Sky suggested it. The only thing that has me concerned with our two choices is that they've been streaming for close to 3 hours. Okay, and Nin has been going for 6. So, Plant Sky, do you know how long Nin usually goes at night? It's okay if you don't know also. I just don't want to raid somebody and then have them, like, immediately, like, go offline or something like that. Yeah, you're right, Plants Guy. But tell you what, I'm going to follow anyway. I'm gonna follow them anyway, because that's let's see, what games do they usually play? Recent games. I can't really see. I can't see the games currently. Let's see. Fairly chill, relaxed streamer. Sit back and enjoy what's happening on screen. Do not backseat. That is fair. A basic dog is on. Let's see. I do kind of want to. I want to raid folks that I haven't raided. A basic dog Twitch. Ooh, Song of the Deep. Six viewers right now. Has fewer viewers than most of the people on right now, and only 74 followers. Absolutely. If y'all don't mind, I think a basic dog, like, you know, seems like they're actually just kind of getting started. So if y'all don't mind, I would actually prefer to raid them, if that's okay. But 3 hours, they could be going for a little bit longer, but, like, you know, I think they could use, like, a nice surprise raid. That'll be nice. Alright, and as always, please, folks, stick around for the raid. I thank you so much for coming by tonight. It's been a long time since I've done some MSQ in Final Fantasy, and hopefully we will do more of that in the future. We're just getting caught up with raids and stuff, just so, like, we can get some of the raids that provide story content out, so that they kind of add flavor to the MSQ as we go through it. But thanks y'all for sticking around. You know, it's been awesome. I just love doing this, and y'all just inspire me to keep going, and, you know, I'm along for this crazy ride, and it makes me happy that y'all are along with it too. Sorry I missed the rating yesterday. This weekend has been bleh. Oh, that's fair. That's fair, Turbid. You do what you gotta do. You know, self-care is important. Love y'all too. And nighty, Paula. And nighty, y'all, folks. I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST. We're gonna have some more Halo shenanigans, so hopefully you'll see y'all there. Alrighty, take care, folks. Have a great night, and see you then. Have a good one.